Hey, Coach here, coming to you again from Hawaii? I don't know, the tropics? Trying. Anyway, it's pool weather, baby. Let's have a good day. It's not pool weather, it's freezing cold. Today, what's important though, is we're bringing you what do I carry with me when I ride on my bike. This is it, along with hydration. But these are the tools and essentials that I use to always make sure I come back out after I get myself in, which is number one key. Safety, exit strategy, make sure you can always get home. So let's go over what I carry in my pack. First of all, I carry this. This is a hand pump. It extends out and it provides air into the tires. Pretty simple, very lightweight, aluminum, and it never fails. I don't run out of air with this either. So if there's a problem with sealant or a problem with air, and I happen to be using a CO2 cartridge, they're great, they're fast, they're lightweight, but when you use them up, they're done. This is indefinite. I can get endless pumps out of this thing. So if it doesn't take on the first go, I got 2, 3, 5, whatever it is. And if a buddy needs air, I always got air for him. Pump. Mounts to the frame, very lightweight, sits right by the water bottle on the frame. Doesn't jiggle around, doesn't make noise. I don't even notice it's there. Next thing, my pack. This pack sits directly under my seat in the back. It doesn't move around, it doesn't bang into things. I have taken some extra steps to ensure that the products inside are safe, or I should say protected, and my seat post and my seat are protected, and I'll show you what I do. So this pack is made by Lizard Skins. I got no help from them. Excuse me, I bought this all on my own, and I use these on a number of different bikes. I believe this is the medium size, but I'll put a link into the Lizard Skins and what size I bought here at the end of the video. So let's open it up and let's see what I carry inside. It's got a really simple zipper in the back. So number one thing that pops out are patches. If I have a tube in place and the tube gets a puncture in it, like from a thorn or anything else, I can always fix it with these patches. They're sticky, they're peel and stick, there's no glue involved, very fast. What's next? Oh, a master link, specifically for the chain that I have on my bike. You may have an 11 speed, a 10 speed. I happen to have a 12 speed. Most modern bikes are 12. And this is, if you look at it, 12 speed. I even labeled it. I carry 2 of them. I got one for you too, just in case. What else do I carry? A multi-tool. Coach, why does multi-tool look like a bunch of rubber bands? Because, silly, I protect it with this rubber band around the outside, as well as this old inner tube that I've cut up to go around the outside. Number one, it protects the tool from banging into things, and it also protects anything that the tool itself is bumping into, like my carbon fiber seat post that I don't want to have wrecked by a $19 tool. So take the rubber bands off. When we take a peek at this, what is the multi-tool? What does it consist of? Well, I'm going to show you, because I know that was your question. This happens to be made by Crank Brothers. And again, I will put the link in the bottom. This is called the M19. M as in Mary, 19. And what this consists of is all sorts of Allen wrenches for all the different sizes you might need on your bike. It also has the torque wrenches or torques that you might need for your bike, like for tightening up your brakes, levers, things like that. It also has a Phillips screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, as well as, this is the real reason. This is the reason I went with this tool. A buddy of mine showed me this, and this is why I switched to this tool, and you should too. This tool has a chain brake. So it's great that I have a master link if my chain breaks, but I still gotta get the old broken link out of the way. So I use this. And what it does is it drives the pin out by turning this. We'll go into that some other time. That's not for this video. This is just what I carry. So multi-tool, absolutely must have. We'll wrap all this stuff up afterward. What else do I carry? We'll go over that in a second. Tire levers. I gotta get the tire off if I get a flat and I have to put a tube in. Remember, if you have sealant in there, the sealant is supposed to puncture the hole if it's a small enough and sealable hole. If it's not though, you gotta get that tire off to make way for, we're going old school, who's ready? A tube. Yes, even this fits in here. There's all kinds of things in here. We're gonna see more in a second. This tube is specific for my bike. It's also a lightweight variety. They do have even lighter, even smaller ones, but this one works for me and it's cheap. I'm not made of money, so I can't afford a $40 tube. This one's about $7, and I can buy more of them. And again, even if this gets a flat later in the ride, I got my patches. So, tire levers to get the tire off and put it back on if I have to use a tube, right? This side is combination. I can put this tool together and I can split or push together a chain if I'm using the master links. So these all work in conjunction together. Okay, is that it? God, no, that's not it. Tire boot. Who knows what a tire boot is? So if the sidewall of the tire or anywhere on the tire gets ripped, and I need a big old Band-Aid that I put on the inside. This is a super sticky, thick, kind of one of these, like a patch, but it's super sticky and it sticks on the inside of the tire wall, right on the sidewall. So maybe something big and sharp slices the tire and I need to patch it before I put a tube in, because sealant ain't holding it at that point. Tire boot. What else? That's pretty much it, right? No. I've been on rides where I've got multiple flats, and I can use these on tubes also. So I like to carry backups. Pretty much it, right? That's gotta be everything. I can't carry anymore. Oh, there's more. I've been on some adventures on my bikes. Last but not least, money. Why do I have money? Because I like to ride long ways sometimes. Sometimes I get hungry. Sometimes I get thirsty. And sometimes I have to pay somebody to give me a ride home, because all of this stuff doesn't get me there. It's a lot of goodies, but let's face it, when you're busted and your bike breaks to the point where it won't come home and this stuff doesn't get in there, green bills will help a long ways. Maybe you need to make a phone call and use somebody's cell phone to call mom and your phone's battery's dead. Or maybe you need to buy a fancy charger and plug it in a 7-Eleven and wait 20 minutes to get your phone charged up to call home. That's another thing though. Always bring your phone with you so you can call somebody if you need it. So that's why I carry all this stuff. It's not that heavy. Once it's all packed in there, and like I showed you, it all fits into this little pack that goes right underneath my seat. So do yourself a favor. Look at your toolkit. See what you're missing. Find out what you don't have. And I almost forgot to tell you about this. I bet you want to know what this was. This, I'm not gonna, well, I'll kind of sort of unwrap it. It's metal. It looks like a giant pill bottle, okay? I'll just take it off. Anything metal I tend to wrap up in rubber to protect things, like I said earlier. So this one we come unwrapped like this. And this is made by Lezyne, great company. And it comes apart, and inside, these are called tire plugs. So this tool, if you're just using your tire and you have sealant and you need to plug a hole, but you're not gonna put a tube in there, you need to plug the hole. So you might use some of these bacon strips, we call them, to plug the hole. So you'd put this, ream the hole or make the hole nice and rough with this rough exterior here. I don't know if that's focusing. Let me get out of the picture, see if that focuses. There you go. See that rough part? And then you feed the bacon strip through here, push it through and pull back. And it leaves the bacon strip in there. Now, I also sometimes carry preloaded ones that are called darts for races. And they have a little metal tip on them. They're basically like a bacon strip, but they have a metal tip and you just shove them in there and pull back and they stick great. And comes with a little tool as well. So anyway, that's everything that I carry in my pack. Go down in the comments, let me know what's wrong with what I carry. Tell me why I'm using the wrong product. You tell me what I should be using instead. Go ahead. Tell me that CO2 is a better plan. Tell me that I need 2 tubes, which I probably do. Tell me that there's a lighter weight multi-tool out there. Tell me where I'm wrong. And if you don't have these tools and these resources, go out there, use your resources, Amazon, discounts at Jensen's, wherever you can get, and get these tools and get them on your bike. Because riding is awesome, but getting out is awesomer at the end. All right? Cheers from Hawaii. Hopefully I can fly home in time for practice today. Yeah!